Hey everybody, it's Michael Rod, peak performance life coach, speaker, and ebook author. Have you ever tried to make some positive changes to your life and after initially succeeding, you reverted to your old behaviors and all your bad habits came flooding back? And not only did they come flooding back, you made up for some lost time. Can you relate? Well, of course you can. We've all tried to make some changes to our lives at some point and failed. Does that mean that we're a failure? Well, no. Does it mean we probably used an ineffective strategy? Most likely. You see, when we decide that we want to make a change in a behavior or a feeling in our lives, we begin willing ourselves to make the change. But using willpower only addresses the symptom of the behavior or the feeling and not the cause. For example, you want to lose weight, but you still want to eat the foods that got you out of shape in the first place. Isn't that true? You want to stop smoking, but you need to feel relaxed or less stressed. You want to stop drinking, but you want to also feel the need to unwind after a long day. Isn't that true? Same with how you feel. You don't want to feel sad or depressed or frustrated, so you will yourself into thinking positively. You try to use willpower to overpower those urges for the things that deep down you still want or feelings you don't want to feel. But willpower is your most unreliable ally when it comes to making changes. You may be able to hang on for a while, but sooner or later that whole system comes crashing down. You get invited to a tea party and the cake looks so delicious or too delicious for your willpower to override, and after that first mouthful, all resistance crumbles. Maybe you know somebody that has happened to recently. Maybe somebody you know very well. Or perhaps you're having an incredibly stressful day at work and you take a short break outside where another colleague is having a smoke break. He offers you a drag of his cigarette and before you know it, you're smoking your own cigarette again. You get overwhelmed by trying to control your negative thoughts and those dark feelings come flooding back once again. Why does all of this happen? Because deep emotional pain of willing yourself past the behavior or unwanted feeling far outweighs the benefits you are currently getting from not indulging in them. It's not the behavior or the feeling that we need to address, it's the meaning behind those things that we need to change. As long as you find smoking as a way out of stress, you're going to continue. As long as you find eating fatty, sugary foods as a way out of getting out of pain and into pleasure, you'll never lose weight. As long as you associate alcohol as a method to unwind, you'll never give it up. As long as you continue to give disempowering meaning to the events of your life, you'll never let go of depression, sadness, or frustration. So what's the solution? Is there a way out of this? Well, we have to be very careful of the vehicles that we use to get ourselves out of short-term pain and into pleasure. This is the short-term focus that gets us into a lot of trouble in the first place. Are there better ways for us to feel less stressed than smoking, eating, or drinking? Well, of course there are. The first thing we need to do is decide what we really want. You want to stop smoking, but what you really want is to find a healthier way to deal with stress. Isn't that so? You want to lose weight, but what you really want is the better way to change your emotional state than use food to make you feel happy. Isn't that so? You want to give up alcohol, but what you really want is to find a better way to unwind after a long day. You don't want to feel sad, depressed, or frustrated, but what you really want is to change the meaning of those events that cause you to feel those emotions so that you can be happy and empowered. Step 2 is to try and associate as much emotional pain as you can to those behaviors you want to change. Ask yourself pain-inducing questions. For example, what will it cost me ultimately if I don't stop smoking? What will it cost my family or my children? What will it cost me in terms of my health? Am I prepared to die for this habit? Step 3 is to find a suitable alternative to your current behavior. This is such an important step because you don't want to swap out one bad way of coping with another. For example, smokers who give up tend to gain weight because they start using food to get themselves out of stress. Isn't that so? The final step is to condition the new alternative behavior into your nervous system by associating massive amounts of pleasure to that behavior. Ask yourself pleasure-inducing questions to reinforce that behavior. Ask questions such as, what will I gain by adopting this alternative? How will my life improve in a year, 2 years, or 5 years from now? Getting leverage on yourself by changing what you associate pain and pleasure to and conditioning your new behavior into your nervous system will go right to the cause of your challenge and eliminate your symptomatic behavior. As always, I hope this has given you some perspective on how to affect positive change in your life. If you haven't already, please visit my website at michaelrod.com and download your free copy of your Life Vision Playbook. A great life starts with a great vision. I look forward to catching up with you in my next video post, but until then, remember to live your life at the peak.